Will the king come, that I may breathe my last in wholesome counsel to his unstead youth?
Vex not yourself, nor strive with your breath, for all in vain comes counsel to his ear.
Oh, but they say the tongues of dying men enforce attention like deep harmony. Where words are scarce, they are seldom spent in vain. They breathe truth that breathe their words in pain. He that no more must say is listen more. They wound youth and ease have taught to blows. Men are men's ends, mark them their lives before. The setting sun and music at the close, as the last taste of sweets, the sweetest last. Written remembrance more than things long past. The riches of my life's counsel would not hear, my death's sad take may yet index this year.
No, it is stopped with other flattering sounds, as praises of whose taste the wiser ponder. Lascivious meters, to whose venom sound. The open ear of youth doth always listen. Report of fashions and proud liberty, whose manners still our tardy appreciation lends after in base imitation. Where doth the world thrust forth of vanity? So looking you, there's no respect how vile. That is not quickly pleasant to his ears. Then all too late comes counsel to be first. Where will doth unity with which regard? Direct not him whose way himself will choose. 'Tis breath thou lackest, and that breath wilt thou lose.
Methinks I am a prophet you inspire, and thus expiring do foretell of him. His rash fierce blaze of riot cannot last, for violent fires soon burn out themselves. Small showers last long, but sudden storms are short. He tires betimes at spurs too feeble betimes, with eager feeding food doth choke the feeder. Light vanity, emaciates comrade, consuming means soon preyed upon itself. This royal throne of kings, this sceptred isle, this earth of the majesty, this seat of Mars, this other Eden demi-paradise, this fortress built by nature for herself against infection and the hand of war, this happy breed of men, this little word, this precious stone set in the silver sea, which serves in the office of the wall, or as a most defense to a house against the envy less happier lands. This blessed pot, this earth, this realm, this England, this nurse, this teeming womb of royal kings, feared by their breed and famous by their birth, renowned for their deeds as far as home, for Christian service and true chivalry, as a specular in stubborn Jewry. Of the world's ransom, blessed Mary's son, this land of such dear lords, this dear, dear land, dear for her reputation to the world, is now missed out. I doubt pronouncing it, up to a tenement of pelting fawn. England, bounding with the triumph sea, whose rocky shore beats back the envious siege of watery Neptune, is now bound in shame. With inky blots and rotten parchment bonds, that England that was wont to conquer others, hath made a shameful conquest of herself. But the scandal vanished with my life, how happy then were my ensuing death.
The king is come, deal mildly with his youth, for young hot pulse he raised the morn.
How comfort men? How is with age gone?
Oh, how that name befits my composition. Old gaunt indeed, and gaunt in being old. Within me grief hath kept a tedious fast, and who abstains from meat that is not gaunt? For sleeping ink and long time have I watched, watching breeds leanness, and leanness is all gaunt. The pleasure that some fathers feed upon is my strict fast, I mean my children's work. And there in fasting hast thou made me gaunt. Gaunt am I for the grave, gaunt as a grave, whose hollow womb and parents not a
Can sick men play so nicely with their meat?
No, misery makes sport to mock itself, since thou dost seek to kill my name in thee. I mock my name breaking, not flatter thee.
Should dying men flatter those that live?
No, no, men living flatter those that die.
Though now of dying, sayest thou flatters me?
Oh no, thou diest though I disfigure thee.
I am in health, I breathe, and I see thee ill.
Now he hath not made me knows I see thee ill. Ill in myself to see, and in thee seeing ill. Thy death that is no lesser than thy land, when thou liest his reputation's sake, and thou too careless patient as thou art, comest thy anointed body to procure for those physicians that fist wounded thee. 1,000 flatterers sit within thy crown, whose compass is no bigger than thy head, and yet encaged in so small a verge, the waste is no whit lesser than thy land. Oh, had thy grandsire with prophet's eyes seen how his son's son should destroy his son, for forth thy reach he would have lied thy shame, deposing thee before thou wert possessed, which art possessed now to depose thyself. Why, cousin, wert thou regent of the world, if were ashamed to let this land by lease, before thy world enjoined but this land? Is it not more than shame to shame it so? Landlord of England art thou, not king, the state of law is bond-slave to the law, and
A
thou—
lunatic lean-witted fool, presuming on an AU privilege, darest with thy frozen admonition make pale our cheeks, chasing the royal blood, with fury from his native residence? Now by my seat's right royal majesty, wert thou not brother to great Edward's son? This tongue that runs so roundly in thy head should run thy head from thy unreverent shoulders.
Oh, spare me not, my brother, Edward's son, for that I was his father, Edward's son. That blood already, like the pelican, hast thou tapped out and drunkenly caroused. My brother, Gloucester, plain well-meaning soul, who far befell in heaven's month's happy soul, may be a president and witness good, that thou respects not spilling Edward's blood. Join with the present sickness that I have, and thy unkindness be like crooked age, to crop at once a too long withered flower. Live in thy shame, but die not shamed with thee. These words hereafter thy tormentors be. Convey me to my bed, thence my grave. Love then to live thus.
And let them die that age and sullens have, for both hast thou and both become the grave.
I do beseech your majesty, impute his words. The wayward sickling is an aged man, who loves you, are my wife, and holds you dear, as very duty to your word.
Right, you say true. As Hereford's love, so his, as theirs, so mine, and all be as it is.
My liege, old not commencing to your majesty.
What says he?
Nay, nothing. All is said. This tongue now is a stringless instrument. Words, life and all, old Lancaster hath spent.
Be York, the next I must be bankrupt so. Though death be poor, it ends a mortal woe.
The ripest fruit first falls, and so doth he. His time is spent, our pilgrimage must be. So for that, now for our Irish wars, we must supplement those rough, rug-headed kern, which live like venom, where no venom else, but only they have privilege to live. And for these great affairs do add some charge. Towards our assistance we do cease to us the plate, coin, revenues, and movables whereof our uncle Gaunt did stand possessed.
How long shall I be patient? How long? Shall tender duty make me suffer wrong? Not Gloucester's death, nor Hereford's banishment, nor Gaunt's rebukes, nor England's private wrongs, nor the prevention of poor Bolingbroke, about his marriage, nor my own disgrace, have ever made me sour my patient cheek, or bend one wrinkle on my sovereign's face. I am the last of noble Edward's sons, of whom thy father, Prince of Wales, was first. In war was never lion rage more fierce, in peace was never gentle lamb more mild, than was that young and princely gentleman. His face thou hast, or even so looked he, accomplished with the number of thy hours. But when he frowned, it was against the French, and not against his friends. His noble hand did win what he did spend, and spent not that, which his triumphant fathers had won. His hands were guilty of no kindred blood, but bloody with the enemies of his kin. Oh, Richard, York is too far gone with grief, or else you would never compare between.
Why, uncle, what's the matter?
Oh, my liege, pardon me, if you please. If not, I please not to be pardoned and content with all. Seek ye to seize and gripe into your hands the royalties and rights of banished Hereford? Is not gone dead, and doth not Hereford live? Was not gone just, and is not Harry true? Did not the one deserve to have an heir? Is not his heir a well-deserving son? Take Hereford's rights away, and take from time his charters and his customary rights. Let not tomorrow then ensue today. Be not thyself, for thou art free, but by fair sequence and succession. Now, before God forbid, say unto you, if you do wrongfully seize Hereford's rights, call in the letters patent that he hath by his attorneys general pursue his livery, and deny his offered homage. You pluck 1,000 dangers on your head, you lose 1,000 well-disposed hearts. But prick my tender patrons to those thoughts, which honor and allegiance cannot keep.
Think what you will. We seize into our hands his plate, his goods, his money, and his lands.
I'll not be by the while. My liege, farewell. What will ensue hereof, there's none can tell. But by back horses may be understood that their events can never fall out good.
Go, Bushy, to the Earl of Wiltshire straight. Bid him repair to us to Isle House to see this business. Tomorrow next we will for Ireland, and 'tis time, I trow. And we create, in absence of ourselves, our Uncle York Lord Governor of England, for he is just and always loved us as well. Come on, our Queen, tomorrow must we part. Be merry, for our time of stay is short.